welcome. I'm so glad you can make it today. Have you ever watched one of those shows? You know, those cooking shows where they're like, look at this black forest gatto. You can make this with only 3 ingredients. And you're like, Well, this is one of those. What if I told you you could have the best career with only 3 ingredients? Let's find out what they are. Number one is skills. Who knew? I want to dig deep into this because this is the foundation. Without skills, you don't really have much. And so, one of the most important things you must concentrate on is building those skills. It won't happen overnight. You can't know everything right from the get go, but you must strive to get there. And you have to be very pragmatic about it and very systematic about it. It's like the Aufbau principle. Remember the Aufbau principle in chemistry? Layer upon layer, even in the Bible, it says precept upon precept. That's how these things happen. So your skills, you must always be learning. Don't get tired of learning. New things are happening all the time, especially in biotech, and you're just going to get left behind if you use the excuse of not having equipment or not being in the West or wherever it is, not to know stuff. You must have skills. Thing number two, you must have foresight. Why do I say that? Well, actually what you're looking for is focus. You must have focus because focus is what gives you a phenomenal career. What you have to do is do a lot of work on a very targeted niche area of research in order to rise in your field, so that people actually know that you're the go-to person for a specific skill or a specific area. You can't do that if you're all over the place with all the research outputs that you have. So, focus. But how do you get focus? How do you know what to focus on? That's why you need foresight. Foresight is what gives you that kind of superpower of having intuition about what's coming up next. And actually, it's not a superpower. It's not spooky. It's actually data-based. It's data-driven. Good data in will give you a good decision-making ability. So you have to be careful about the kind of data you're feeding your mind. You have to consume really good information and regularly. It should be actually a deliberate practice that you do. So it shouldn't be like randomly you start knowing stuff, but you should actually set time in your day or your week, which is literally just to be more informed about what's going on, what's trending in your field, what are the new advances, what's going on in all these different awards, who's winning Nobel prizes, all that. You must know what's going on. And then you must know the technologies and the science behind that, so that you can also see, well, okay, maybe 5 years from now, 10 years from now, this is what's going to be really important. And because of AI, this has become super easy. You can actually just ask the AI to summarize a lot of these things for you and give you that information. I have a tool for that. Thing number 3 is networks. Why would I say networks? Because in academia, without people, you don't have much. Very few people get anywhere just doing stuff on their own. Academia is actually a group sport. You've got to be together with other people. People have to watch your stuff. They have to read your stuff. People have to interact with your research for it to have meaning. So if you're not having these interactions with people, if you don't have people in your network, then you're missing a vital ingredient in your success story. So having networks is not something that happens randomly. If you're smart, you're going to be very deliberate about this too. How many times have you gone to a scientific conference and been so excited to be in another country, maybe in another African country or even further afield, and all you do is sightsee? No, you must understand the power and the worth of your network. If you did understand this, then you would never squander an opportunity to grow it. So those are your 3 ingredients that you need in order to supercharge your career. So come back to this channel for more on those basic themes, because that's what it takes. Those are the game changers. I'll see you next time.